Here is the truth about car repairs in the US. The typical driver spends over $1,100 every year on service and fixes. That's from AAA. But what that number fails to show is how much of that was a total waste. CarMD says Americans throw away about $14 billion every year on repairs they didn't need, bad work, or jobs pushed by shops that only care about taking your money. $14 billion. That isn't a fluke. It's how an industry profits because you don't know any better. Most people don't really pick their mechanic. They search online, see some stars, find a place close to home, and give them the keys. That isn't a system. It's just luck. And it usually goes fine, until the shop calls you with a $3,000 bill you can't verify. Or until that same light comes back on right after you leave. Or you find out the parts you paid for weren't even put on. This video shows you my method. I'll show you how to find, test, and stick with a mechanic you can trust in your town. It doesn't matter if you have an old car or a brand new truck. It works if you just moved. It works if your old shop closed. It saves you money. Before we start, if you want to stop paying too much for repairs and start making better car choices, subscribe right now. Every week, this channel looks at real costs, repair traps, and tips you can use. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and let's get into the details. Let's start with why this is so hard. Car repair fraud is a top complaint every year according to the government. The reason is simple. Most car owners don't know enough about their cars to argue with a mechanic. When a shop says you need 3 different things done today, most people can't tell if that's true or just a sales pitch. That gap is exactly what bad shops use. AAA found that 1 in 3 Americans have been overcharged or sold repairs they didn't need. 1 in 3. That means walking into a random shop without checking them out first is a bad bet. And the shops doing this aren't always easy to spot. Some have nice lobbies, clean uniforms, and high ratings on Google. Looking professional is easy to fake. Real trust is built a different way. A few things make this hard in the US market. Labor rates are all over the place. A local shop might charge $90 an hour. A dealer in the same town could charge nearly double for the same job. Big chains are in the middle. None of those prices tell you if the work is good or honest. Price isn't a shortcut. The certification system is voluntary. The main one is ASE, Automotive Service Excellence. It means the mechanic passed real tests. It shows they have verified skills in things like brakes or engines. But no law says shops have to hire ASE techs. Anyone can open a shop, hire whoever they want, and start taking your cash. You have to look for that seal yourself. It isn't just a given at every shop. And reviews can be tricky. I'll explain how to use them later, but know that star ratings on Google aren't always real. Fake reviews happen a lot in this industry. Some shops buy them. Others ask for them right after a visit, before any problems show up. Usually, only the happiest people leave reviews, which changes the whole picture. You need a better way to read the data if you want to find the truth. Start with people, not search results. The best way to find a good mechanic is still a personal lead. Every study shows this. People who got a tip from someone they knew had better results than people who just searched online. So, before you check Google, ask around. Talk to coworkers, neighbors, family who live nearby. Check a local Facebook group or Nextdoor. Be very specific. Don't just ask for a good shop. Say what you drive and what you want. I need a shop that is honest about what needs fixing. Is there someone you trust and keep going back to? If you just moved and don't know anyone yet, car forums are very helpful. Sites for Toyota owners, Ford owners, and other brands have active groups where locals suggest shops. These are people who care about their cars. Their tips are usually the real deal and worth checking out before you decide. Use lists that actually check shops, not just list them. Once you have names, or if you don't, go to sites with real rules. There are 3 good ones. AAA's approved network checks shops before they can join. Those shops must have the right tools, certified staff, and a clean shop. AAA also gives a warranty on the work. It isn't perfect, but it's much better than just guessing online. You don't need to be a member to use the list. RepairPal Certified is the second one. They check for certified staff, tools, and happy customers. They also help with pricing. NAPA AutoCare centers are the third. They meet high standards and offer a national warranty. If you travel, that coverage is a big deal. Check ASE certification yourself. Before you book a visit, call the shop and ask, do you have ASE certified techs, and what are they certified in? A good shop will tell you right away. These certifications are specific: brakes, engines, or electrical work. The person working on your brakes should be certified for brakes. If a shop is vague or just says, "Our guys have experience," that isn't the same thing. Keep looking. When you go there, look for the blue seal on the wall. Good shops show it off with pride. Check what things should cost before you go. RepairPal has a free tool. You put in your zip code, your car info, and the job, and it gives you a price range based on local data. Use it before any big repair. If a shop's price is way higher than the range, ask why. If they can't explain it, get another opinion. And if a price is way too low, that's a red flag. Cheap quotes usually mean they'll add more costs later or use bad parts. Cheap now is expensive later. Read reviews the smart way. Skip the 5-star ones first. Start with the 3- and 4-star reviews. People who leave these are usually trying to be fair. They had a mix of good and bad and want to be honest. You will see things like, "The work was fine, but they tried to sell me extra stuff," or "It cost more than they said." That is useful info. Then read the detailed 1-star reviews. Not all of them, just the ones that stay calm and explain exactly what happened. If several people say the same thing, like being surprised by new costs after the car is apart, that tells you a lot. Ignore 5-star reviews from new accounts with no other posts or shops with hundreds of perfect scores and no bad ones. That usually means they are fake. Watch how the shop handles complaints, too. Shops that admit mistakes and try to fix them are worth your time. Shops that just argue with people or give the same canned answer to every bad review are showing you who they really are. Run a small test before you need a big fix. This is the most important part, and most people skip it. Once a shop looks good, don't bring your car in for a major repair first. Bring it in for something simple and cheap, like an oil change. The point isn't the oil change. It's to see how the shop acts when the stakes are low. Drop the car off. Do they give you a clear time? Do they call with a price before starting? Is the bill clear when you pick it up? Did the price match the quote? Most shops will give you a list of things they found during a check, like filters or fluids. Write it all down. Then go home and check your car's manual. See what is actually due. If they say a filter is dirty but you just changed it, that's a problem. If their list matches your manual and their prices match the local range, that's a great sign. This is a cheap way to audit them. Paying for an oil change is a small price to see if a shop is honest or not. If they fail, you just saved yourself from giving them thousands for a bigger job later. If they pass, you found a place you can actually use. Build a relationship, not just a one-time deal. Once a shop passes your test, use them for everything. Go to the same place for all your routine work. Ask for the same mechanic if you can. Shops treat regular customers better than people they've never seen before. When a shop knows your car and knows you'll be back, they have a reason to keep your trust. When you're a stranger, that feeling isn't there. Keep your own simple records too. Date, miles, what was done, and what it cost. It takes 5 minutes and helps if there's ever a dispute or a new shop needs your car's history. Changes what you'll pay and the risks you face. In big, expensive cities, like New York or LA, labor rates are at the top. Good local shops might charge over $100 an hour. Dealers are even higher. There is more competition and more reviews, which helps. But there are more dishonest shops too, because they have so many customers coming and going. In mid-sized cities in the Midwest or South, prices are better. 70 to 90 an hour is normal for a good shop. Small, family-run shops are common here, and they care about their local name. That matters. Rural areas are tougher. Fewer choices mean shops don't have to be as honest to survive. In these towns, tips from locals are your best bet. A shop that has been there for decades is usually a safe choice for your car and your wallet. If you drive a high-mileage car, you will be at the shop more often. A trusted mechanic for an older car is huge because they will tell you when a fix isn't worth the money. A bad shop will just keep taking your cash, even if the math doesn't make sense for you. Even with a shop you trust, a few habits will protect you every time. Get a written quote before you say yes to any work. Most states require this by law. Shops that start work without your okay in writing might not even be able to charge you for it. Know your rights. It's the best way to keep things fair. When a shop calls you during a repair with a new problem, slow down. Tell them you'll call back. Check the cost online. See if it makes sense. Don't feel pressured to say yes on the phone. That call is when you're most likely to be sold something you don't need. Ask to see the old parts, too. Good shops will show them to you. If they say they already threw away a big part, take note. For small things it happens, but for brakes or sensors, a shop that won't show you the old part can't prove they even did the work. Before you pay, sit in the car and start it. Does it sound right? If they fixed a specific noise, take a quick drive in the lot before you pay. It's much easier to fix a mistake before you leave. This matters most for new car owners. This method is a must for you. You are the main target for extra sales. Bad shops see that you're new and they use it. Finding a mechanic you trust before your car breaks down is one of the best things you can do. If you just moved, you are starting from zero. Even a great shop in your old town can't help you now. This process helps you build that trust again. If you have an older car, you'll see a mechanic more than someone with a new one. The more often you need fixes, the more likely you are to get ripped off. A trusted shop is the difference between a car that runs and a car that drains your bank. And if you go to dealers, remember that their staff often get paid more if they sell you more. That doesn't mean they're all bad, but you should know what your manual says before you go. Don't buy extras just because they say they're recommended. You don't just find a mechanic you can trust by accident. You build that relationship on purpose, with a plan. Start with your own network. Check them against lists like AAA, RepairPal, and NAPA. Ask about their certifications. Use online tools to check prices before you go in. Read reviews from the middle, not the top. Run a small test before you commit to a real repair. Then stay loyal to the shop that does it right. The payoff is clear. Research shows that car owners with a trusted shop spend less over time. Not just because they avoid scams, but because they catch problems early and make better choices. You spend a lot of money on your car. That money deserves more than a guess. Good shops are out there. You have the plan now. Use it.